Yeah.
Got your attention. 7 p.m. We're going to call this meeting to order for this evening. If the clerk would please call the roll.
Trustee R.
Here.
Kennedy,
Here.
Micah, Ash, Moon, Carr,
Here.
President Nettmeyer,
Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
I believe we have a couple visiting students from Argo High School. Welcome to our meeting tonight. I would like to entertain a motion now due to the absence of Mayor Nettermeyer, placing me as the chairman of the meeting. Could you please call the roll?
Trustee R.
Aye.
Kennedy.
Aye.
Ash,
Aye.
Moon, Carr.
Aye.
Now, who made the first motion?
At this time, we'll go over the disposition of the previous meeting minutes. Does anyone have any questions in regards to that? I'll entertain a motion for that, please.
I'll make a motion.
Second. Any further discussion? Please call the roll.
Trustee R.
Aye.
Kennedy,
Aye.
Ash, Moon, Carr.
Aye. Village administrators report. I believe you have a phone this evening.
Thank you. A couple quick items. Just to let everybody knows, I traveled down to Springfield earlier this week with the West Central Municipal Conference. The point of that trip was to get some one-on-one time with our local representatives while they're in session. They're currently finalizing the state's budget, so it's a good time to get down there and remind them Willow Springs has needs. Ironically, one of the things that is going on, if you guys have been down Archer Avenue right now, we have a significant traffic issue because of the reroute of the 294 South ramp off of Archer Avenue westbound, which has caused a huge issue on our east end of town for illegal U-turns, turning around in parking lots, all kinds of things. So Willow Springs Police has done a nice job of getting out some enforcement. We've had an officer over there enforcing that illegal U-turn issue, as well as a bunch of cones and things like that, but we need more. So I was with our new state representative, which is Representative Blaha, and ironically, she asked me, Brian, I have a meeting coming up with IDOT. Do you have any needs? And I said, well, you shouldn't have that. So I sent her, as soon as I got back into town, I went and I took like 40 photos and sent them to her, as well as a list of the concerns that we had there. And so she had a meeting with IDOT, and we expect them to put up some additional signage. They're looking at doing some markings on the pavement itself to help people see the detour route. Because some of the issue down there is that the road is just so wide, you don't notice the detour signs. So she's working on that for us. The rest of the trip was very good. There's a lot of good things coming from the field. A quick update for you guys on Lyons Township High School. They did appoint their new board member. What they'd mentioned prior was once they appointed their new board member, they were going to re-engage the conversation of what they're going to do with the Willow Springs land. So I expect that to be coming up probably in the next 1 or 2 meetings. So we're going to keep monitoring it. And if they have another conversation about the sale of that land, we'll make sure that we attend it. And then I'll update everybody from there.
And
So
she is from Willow Springs, I understand.
that is correct. Yes, I have not met her, but the new representative on the board is a Willow Springs resident. That's correct. So we have those 2 items, and that completes my report.
Very good. Thank you.
Thank you.
Village clerk's report.
Yeah, I just have a short report. Last week, CMAP held a training class in which I attended that was hosted by the village at our community center. They addressed accessibility guidelines for people with disabilities. It was very well attended, and it was very informative. That concludes my report.
Thank you very much. We'll go on to the reports of officials, village engineer.
No emergency.
for the village attorney
There was no report this evening.
and village treasurer.
Just a short update. We completed another month and our revenues continue to hold strong. Like I said earlier, the replacement taxes for the audit is offset tremendously by the income tax revenues. We ran a surplus of $800,000 in the first month of the year. And nothing really exciting other than everything is going according to plan.
Good, thank you. We'll move on to the reports of the standing committees. The first one being finance and administration, trustee Ara.
Thank you. I'd like to make a motion to approve item 7A1, warrant 24-0-9, dated May 9th, 2024. Payroll and fund expenses totaling $278,498.78.
Second. Any further discussion?
Just a few updates. While that seems a little bit on the higher side than normal, it's compiled with some routine and non-routine things. $38,000 for routine health insurance premium, $36,000 for routine drug use collection costs. We had a $26,000 invoice for engineering services, another $13,000 for first quarter street. And we had an additional workers' compensation agreement from 2023 audit. It added up to $10,000, but all that equated to over 40% of what that is. And payroll is normal as usual.
Any further discussion? We have a motion and a second. If the clerk could please call the roll.
Trustee Ara,
Aye.
Kennedy,
Aye.
Tosh,
Aye.
Moon, Carr.
Aye.
That concludes my report.
Thank you. We'll move on to the Public Safety Committee, trustee Kennedy.
I have no report, but I know Chief has a couple of things.
I wasn't gonna mention it, but since I'm we had, in the last 10 days, we had 2 very serious accidents. And it appears that it had nothing to do with the traffic. First one was a motorcycle. 2 people ended up paying right away and ended up getting close. Serious, but okay. The second one, I just got this information today. I knew about the accident, but believe it or not, cars don't have black boxes. And today we got a search warrant, recovered the black box from the car. Car was doing 120 miles an hour. Brake was never touched. They have pictures of the vehicle, and you can't even recognize it as a car. Both of them, the driver had no seatbelt on. The passenger had a seatbelt on. They both survived. But the key is Joe Fumer, one of our newer officers, put a tourniquet on one of the passenger actually saved his life. We're going to be doing a life-saving. So I just want to get that in. Probably nothing to do with traffic. Second is May 17th. We have the annual Copper Roof. Tanner's been doing a great job getting all of that organized. It says it's going to rain, so we'll see how it goes. 10 starts at 5 a.m. and it goes until 3. Goes till noon. We will start by 6 o'clock.
Thank you, Chief. Municipal Buildings and Grounds Committee, that's trustee Micah, who is not with us tonight, so I guess we'll just skip that unless Brian, do you have anything to?
Nothing for that.
Okay. Public Works Committee, trustee Tosh.
Thank you, Mayor. I do have a public works announcement here, but I'm going to read my beautification report first, since I'm the liaison. I'd like to lead into Keith with the report. Public, the beautification report, they would like to let us know that shredding day is this Saturday, May 11th, from 9 to noon, located in the veteran parking lot on the west side of Village Hall. having a community outreach program on Thursday, May 30th at 6 p.m. The Village Community Center, and it's called Container Planting. Come and learn a trick or two about planting containers with our master gardener. But 2 lucky residents will go home with beautiful planted containers. This is a free event. Another item is also come and visit Legacy Park for the insect cutting zoo, Saturday, June 15th at 10 a.m. That will present the wonders of the insect world, including information about cicadas, how they play an important role in our environment. This event is in partnership with the University of Illinois Extension and Master Garden. Also remind you that brick applications are still available on the village website for anyone who would like to order a brick, present, or a memorial. You'll notice in our action items, we do have an appointment tonight for that committee, so that will be coming up, and that includes that report. And as far as public works goes, I'd like to let you know that May 19th to the 25th, National Public Works Week. And even though that starts on the 19th, our next village board meeting on May 23rd, President Nettmeyer will present our annual Public Works Week proclamation for our Public Works Department and all our improvements to the village of Willow Springs. And the only other item I have now is I just want to let everyone know that Pete did attend a 3-day conference in Kansas City on snow and ice removal, and he will, I hope, bring something up about that. If not, Keith, you have anything to say?
The president is really good about information agency government. Buildings and grounds, and the parks, the seal coating, the park surfaces. They installed the tennis court post at Lions Park today. They're supposed to put asphalt in tomorrow at Willow Park, but that is delayed because of Mother Nature. Early next week, they will be installing asphalt there.
Great.
I got you done my report.
Thank you. We'll move on to the License and Franchise Committee, Trustee Moon.
You fill in the president. I have no report tonight, but we have a couple coming up here. But I would like to ask, I'd like to go back to the chief and ask a question.
This set of work.
I want to ask you about Gary Trent. We used to have 2 officers that were qualified to stop them and check them out. And my other part of it is we had 2 places, Valvoline and the other place, that we weigh trucks.
Right.
Do we have the policemen that are qualified?
Yes. I know we have at least one that's a part-time figure, and he's been hammering them. And 1 or 2 of the new guys that we hired, they have certifications. Because most of these guys have done at least 9 or 10 years in other departments, and they've got to be certified. I think we have 2 others, but I don't remember off the top of my head. Yes, we're doing those people.
Okay, but do we have them on the board every day checking?
Not every day.
Huh?
Not every day. But I mean, if they come across them, they enforce it.
Our range goes pretty much shut down.
Yeah.
But I just wanted, is everyone know? Revenue source.
Yeah, you know.
Okay. Just wanted, thank you.
Anything else?
Oh, that's all I have. That's no other.
We'll move on to Building and Zoning Committee, which would be myself. April was a busy month with construction in the village. Total construction cost was $739,951. That was 25 permits, resulting in a permit cost of $20,125 to the village. And for the first 4 months, we issued 67 permits for a total of $1,302,351 in construction resulting in permit fees of $36,685. And that's all I have. We'll move along into action items. The first, well, actually, we have one, we have an action to approve the appointment of Christina Mikulek. I hope I didn't screw that up too bad. The Beautification Commission for a term ending April 30th, 2026. Someone like to make a motion? A second. Second. Any discussion?
I'd just like to say that I worked with Christina on a few projects around town. She's already been a great volunteer since beautification started, so I think she's a great asset to you.
Glad to have her.
And I'd like to say if her daughter was old enough to take her. She's probably been helping since she was 3 years old. But thank you.
Thank you very much.
The clerk could call the roll.
Trustee R,
Aye.
Kennedy.
Aye.
Ash.
Aye.
Moon.
Aye.
Carl.
Aye.
Am I allowed to ask the question? For comment, I was wondering if we, with the solicitors in town, if we had any more applications for soliciting?
There's been no additional applications for soliciting, no. No, just call it in if they're out there.
Okay. Moving to old business. I don't believe we have anything to do that this evening. New business.
I have a question for Ryan. You were talking about the construction over on LaGrange Road. Do we know when LaGrange Road will be finished? I know the ramp will be done by October, is what they're projecting.
The ramp should be done October, November. The LaGrange Road construction is supposed to go all the way through the end of the year, possibly into next spring. If we're lucky, it'll be done this fall, but it could go all the way to next spring. So I would expect the worst.
That's for the one side.
Well, they're on the second side now.
Yeah, the other side.
So by the time they finish it, they'll probably have to redo the first side. Yeah.
Any further new business? We'll move on into public comment. Did anyone sign up for this evening?
No.
Anyone that wants to make a comment this evening? There being none. Executive session, we do not require one this evening. The village president's report, it's President Nettermeyer is not here this evening, so I guess she will just bunch it all into the next meeting. Unless you want to make any statements for her.
I'll never speak for her.
Well, with nothing else going, I'll look for a motion to adjourn the meeting. So, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? The meeting is 7:18.
Yeah, sure.